Black people been voting for 60 years, and look what they got. Africa been voting for 60 years. What has democracy done for Africa? What has democracy done for Black America? What has democracy done for Jamaica? What has democracy done for Haiti? What has democracy done for Brazil? What has democracy done for any Black people on this planet? Not a damn thing. Democracy is the child of neocolonialism. African Union is over. It's time for the United States of Africa. I said the ancestors have spoken. The ancestors have spoken. And the ancestors have said that the African Union is over. It's time for a United States of Africa. I'm calling on the President of Guinea, the President of Burkina Faso, the President of Niger, and the President of Mali to be the first four. Let me say this to ECOWAS, the Economic Community of West African States. I want to say something to ECOWAS, and I want to say something to the African Union. I want to say something to ECOWAS, and I want to say something to the African Union. I want to say something to ECOWAS, and I want to say something to the African Union. No disrespect. No disrespect. I want to say something to ECOWAS, and I want to say something to the African Union heads of state. No disrespect. No disrespect. Are you trying to invade these countries as a favor to your European slave master? Or are you trying to invade these countries for the benefit of their African people? My question to ECOWAS, and my question to the African Union. Why are you threatening invasion in Niger? Why are you threatening invasion in Niger? Is it because the United States has a large drone base there? Is it because the U.S. government has a large drone base in Niger, and they're calling on their puppets in West Africa to go in and protect their drone base? Is that what this is about? Are you old men kissing up to white men? That's all I'm asking. Are you old men kissing up to white men? I'm asking a question to the member states of the African Union and the Economic Community of West African States. You want to invade Niger for what? You want to invade Mali for what? You want to invade Burkina Faso for what? Why do you have a problem with these four men overthrowing French neocolonialism? Why do you have a problem with these four nations overthrowing French neocolonialism? Let's not turn this into young versus old. I don't want to turn this into youth versus elders, but it's looking like that because we have too many old presence in Africa. We have too many elders in Africa who are heads of state who have grown lazy, conservative, and cowardly. I'm just going to be honest. A lot of the presidents in Africa are old, lazy, and conservative. Can we be honest, brothers and sisters? I'm not being disrespectful. We respect our elders in African culture. We respect our elders in African culture, but I'm asking a serious question. Why you jumping on these brothers, but you didn't jump on the French? You didn't jump on the British? You didn't jump on the Portuguese, you didn't jump on the Americans, but you are trying to sow a war against your brother. I don't like coups in Africa, don't get me wrong. I do not like coups in Africa, I don't. But I will say this. If a democratically elected president is a puppet, and the leader of the coup is a true revolutionary for his people, if the democratically elected president in Africa is a puppet and the leader of the coup is a true revolutionary leader for his people, I will support the coup. It doesn't matter to me if it's democratic or dictatorial. What matters to me is the elevation of African people. That's what matters to me. Don't tell me you want to invade Niger because you believe in democracy. I don't give a damn about democracy. The white man pushes democracy because he knows he can manipulate elections. The white man pushes democracy because he knows in a democracy, whoever he funds the most will usually win. The white man pushes democracy because he knows he can manipulate the ballot box. Democracy ain't no solution for Africa. Development is the solution for Africa. Democracy isn't the solution for Africa. Development is the solution for Africa. And if that development comes from a democratically elected president, like Nkrumah or Lumumba, so be it. But if that development has to come from the leader of a coup like President Ibrahim or General Goita, I support development. I don't give a damn about democracy. Black people been voting for 60 years and look what they got. Black people been voting for 60 years and look what they got. Africa been voting for 60 years. What has democracy done for Africa? What has democracy done for Black America? What has democracy done for Jamaica? What has democracy done for Haiti? What has democracy done for Brazil? What has democracy done for any black people on this planet? Not a damn thing. Democracy is the child of neocolonialism. I said democracy is the child of neocolonialism. I said democracy is the child of neocolonialism. You wasn't voted in by the people. Let me explain something to you, African Union. In ECOWAS, let me explain something to you. When people are hungry, they want to eat. And they don't give a damn if the person feeding them got elected or self-selected. Let me say it again. When people are hungry and homeless, they want a place to live and they want some food in their stomach. And they don't give a damn if the person giving them the food or the home was democratically elected or self-selected. Stop pushing democracy. We want development. Stop pushing democracy. We want development. But this is what I want to say to my 4 young leaders of Guinea, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. And of course, the General Chiani of Niger is an elder in his 60s. Y'all got to come together and build a new African Union. I want to challenge President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. I want to challenge President Doumbouya of Guinea. I want to challenge General Goita of Mali. And I want to challenge General Chiani of Niger to start a new revolutionary African Union. I think we need another African Union. What do y'all think, brothers and sisters? I believe the African Union is too soft, too conservative, too cowardly. We need another governing body in Africa that is composed of nothing but revolutionaries with independent agendas. I'm going to say it again. I love the African Union. It's the philosophical brainchild of the most honorable Marcus Garvey. I love the African Union. It's the philosophical brainchild of the most honorable Marcus Garvey. I love the African Union. It's the philosophical brainchild of the most honorable Marcus Garvey, and it is the practical brainchild of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. But guess what? Guess what? The African Union is not what it was supposed to be. And the African Union is not what it should be. So I'm calling on these 4 brothers of these 4 former French territories. I'm calling on these 4 revolutionary leaders and generals to give us a United States of Africa. Will y'all do that? Will you 4 countries be the first 4 countries in the United States of Africa? Can we finally give Africa a United States of Africa? Can we finally give Africa a United States of Africa? Can we finally give Africa a United States of Africa? I want Guinea, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to go on record and say we are the first 4 countries of a United States of Africa. Our agenda is for complete and total liberation of the African continent. America is scared right now. Britain is scared right now. America is scared right now. Britain is scared right now. America is scared right now. Britain is scared right now because they see Guinea under independent leadership. They see Mali under independent leadership. They see Burkina Faso under independent leadership. They see Niger under independent leadership. They afraid. They scared. They think y'all going to end up infecting Chad with revolutionary African power. Where my Chadian Africans at? Where my Chadian Africans at? They think you're going to end up infecting Congo with your revolutionary spirit. They're afraid you're going to end up infecting the Democratic Republic of Congo with your revolutionary spirit. They're afraid you're going to infect Gabon with your revolutionary African spirit. Turn this into a United States of Africa. And then I want you to have a conference of all African leaders who want to be part of the United States of Africa. African Union is over. It's time for the United States of Africa. I said the ancestors have spoken. The ancestors have spoken. And the ancestors have said that the African Union is over. It's time for a United States of Africa. I'm calling on the president of Guinea, the president of Burkina Faso, the president of Niger, and the president of Mali to be the first 4 countries to sign on to a United States of Africa. That's what I'm talking about. With all these natural resources, with all this food that you have, with all these grains and crops and minerals in your countries, come on, brothers, don't let this be another coup with no benefit for the people. Is this just going to be another coup with no benefit for the people? Is this just going to be another ego ceremony? We've had enough coups in Africa. I'm telling you all, make this one count. And since your countries border one another, since you form one continuous landmass from Guinea to Mali to Burkina Faso under Mali, Niger to the west of Mali, come on, brothers. Come on, President Ibrahim, 34 years old. Do not get corrupted by the Chinese. They're going to come in and offer you millions of dollars for your pocket. And then they're going to exploit the land of our people. Don't fall for it, President Ibrahim of Burkina Faso. President General Goita of Mali. The Russians are going to offer you money for your own pocket. Think about Africa. Don't take the money. Think about Africa. Think about slavery. Think about colonization. Think about all the freedom fighters who died to make Africa free. Think of all those who died from the AIDS and the malnourishment in the Civil War. We cannot afford for you to sell us out. I need you to say what you mean and mean what you say. General Chiani of Niger. Don't get comfortable as an elder. Don't get complacent as an elder. Don't get conservative as an elder. You took power. Make it mean something for the people of Niger. You have one of the largest uranium deposits in the world. Make it work. Don't just give it to the Russians. Don't just sell it to the Chinese. Don't just give it to the Indians. Don't just sell it to the Americans. Hold on to it. Don't give it to nobody right now. In fact, I think Africa needs to build its own nuclear weapons. I said Africa needs to build its own nuclear weapons. I said Africa needs its own Oppenheimer experiment, brothers and sisters. If America can have weapons, if the British can have weapons, if the French can have weapons, why can't Africans have our weapons too? And I believe Whitney was murdered because Whitney was about to investigate whether or not she had been robbed from Clive Davis. Because for all the millions of albums that she sold and the billions of dollars she raised, going broke didn't make sense for Whitney Houston, who was the top female singing star of all time. Now, Mariah has sold more albums, but that's only because Whitney stopped publishing once she ran into her drug problem. So she was going to see where the rest of her money was. And I think she's probably going to investigate owning some of her catalog. And so she had to go.